Sending command for final approach from the display.
And Gennady Padalka has been given the go-ahead to send the command to resume final approach for docking.
Final approach set.
The Soyuz setting about 170 meters away from the International Space Station. And we're picking up our first television from the external cameras on the Soyuz vehicle over Russian ground stations.
Would you like to keep the angle narrow? Yes, we'd like to keep the narrow angle. Copy, and that's what we have selected.
You can see in the lower left-hand corner of your screen 176, 175 meters away from the International Space Station, closing at a rate of 0.8 of a meter per second.
Range 0.8.
All of the Soyuz systems in excellent shape. Currently, the two spacecraft are flying over southern Ukraine.
Do we need to do anything else with the floodlight? 150 meters, 0.8 meters per second. Igor Ivanovich. Do you want us to activate the spotlight? No, not right now. Okay. 130 meters, range rate 0.69. We'll just keep the floodlight as is.
Right in the middle of the crosshairs, you can see the docking port. That's the Poisk module facing space on the Russian segment of the International Space Station. The Soyuz now just 113 meters away from contact and capture. Everything proceeding very well in this automated approach that has been flawless to this point.
Visual on the docking interface, but no joy on the target just yet. Just past 100-meter mark.
At the very top of your screen, you're looking at the Zvezda service module of the Russian segment of the International Space Station. At the bottom of your screen, the folded accordion-like solar arrays belong to the Zarya module, the first segment launched to the International Space Station. Those arrays were deactivated and folded in some years ago, no longer required because of the power production capability of the U.S. solar arrays at the International Outpost.
Which color would you prefer? Green? Yeah, let's try green. Okay, I got green. Can you stretch out the display with the green background? Is the image good for you now? Yes, it's great. 69 meters range, 0.32 meters per second. Yeah, the image is much better now. Thank you.
The Soyuz and the International Space Station flying 249 statute miles over the border between Russia and Kazakhstan. The Soyuz just 60 meters away from its destination on this, the 45th birthday for Joe Akaba, who's seated in the right seat of the Soyuz vehicle. In the center seat, the veteran Soyuz commander Gennady Padalka, Sergei Revin acting as board engineer, seated in the left seat of the descent module of the TMA-04M spacecraft.
2-1.
Everything continuing to proceed on track, on course, a flawless approach so far as Padalka monitors systems on board the Soyuz vehicle in these final few minutes before 3 new residents will have arrived at the International Outpost.
At this time, Moscow. Understood.
ССП есть, запитано.
Есть ССП.
We have SSVP.
Транспаром горят, защелки выдвинуты, крики открыты.
0,15 скорость.
0.15 range rate. Transfer hatch closed.
Мишень практически.
Illuminated. The target is basically in the center, just a little bit to the left of the center.
ССП готов есть. На ВКУ.
SSVP ready
Закрылась антенна.
on VKU, and the antenna is retracted. How copy?
At a distance of 40 meters from the Koisk module, the Corps' automated rendezvous antenna has retracted as planned.
Copy.
That confirmed by Gennady Padalka and by the Russian flight control team here in Korolyov. You can see the diamond-shaped docking target just below the actual docking port to the Koisk module. The automated rendezvous telemetry will bring the crosshairs of this overlaid technical display of data into exact alignment with that docking target. That enables both Padalka on board the station and Oleg Kononenko in the Zvezda service module watching the same view that you're watching to ensure that the Soyuz remains on track with a precise alignment of its forward docking probe to the Koisk module for the final few meters before contact and capture.
Romeo 1 command has been sent. Copy. Very smooth approach, 0.11 range rate, just like at the simulator. The control target is at the center. On VSK, it's also at the center.
The Soyuz and the International Space Station now flying over northern Kazakhstan, several hundred kilometers to the north of the launch site from which Padalka, Revan, and Akaba began their journey 2 days ago with their launch from the Cosmodrome.
A little bit of a roll. When transitioning to IR base, usually that's what we get. Right, so confirming target still in the center. $15 meters, 4 squares, 15 meters. And we're monitoring crosshair alignments. Everything's nominal. Range rate is safe. There is no discrepancy on the angles or on the crosshair alignment. Very smooth.
Approaching 10 meters now, everything in perfect shape, good alignment, good rate of closure, now at about 1/10 of a meter per second.
The vehicle is moving very, very smoothly, very gradually. The target is basically smack in the center. The target is very, very well visible. The control target is also at the center, standing by for contact.
And as you heard, flight controllers now standing by for contact and capture and the docking of the Soyuz TMA-04M to the International Space Station.
All are nominal. It's gorgeous, just beautiful.
Когда сам надо железные нервы иметь.
Gena, you have to have ice running through your veins.
Есть подвод. Есть соединение.
Contact.
Docking confirmed.
And capture.
The International Space Station now in free drift.
And we're also applauding, just in case you can't hear it.
A perfect automated approach, docking occurring over the Mongolian-Kazakh border at 8:36 a.m. Moscow time, 11:36 p.m. Central Time, 249 miles over the Earth. 3 new residents have arrived at the International Space Station on this, the 45th birthday for flight engineer Joe Acaba.
Excellent. So in parallel, we will be starting leak checks while the hard mate process is in progress.